Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. How are we?
Good morning from sunny Teesside in England. It's it's turned. The summer's gone. The cold is setting in, grey and miserable. So let's just all accept it and move on, for fuck's sake.
Well, we did win yesterday, so come on.
Yeah.
Yes. And good evening from Malaysia, right? The weather here is 34 degrees and it's evening time. The sun is setting.
Lucky you.
That's right.
24 degrees. Oh, Jesus.
34 degrees, not 24. 34.
34.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it humid?
Oh, of course it's humid, right? It's Southeast Asia.
Yeah.
That's why Eugene hasn't got the camera on, by the way, because the sweat is pouring off him. He looks a right mess.
Yeah. Actually, I'm at work, right, guys? Don't let my boss know.
Well, welcome to RickyVillaTV. If you're watching, like, subscribe, and hit the bell thingy. I'm going to start with the interesting result on Wednesday. Coventry versus Spurs. Lineup: Forster, Gray, Davis, Dragusin, Udogi, Sarr, Bentancur, Burfal, Odeber, Werner, and Solanke. All I can say, it wasn't pretty. Talk to me, guys.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it, with these cup games, Carabao Cup, whatever it is. So
the League Cup,
yeah, the League Cup. That'll do. So it's a case of going to their place, and when it's a higher league team playing against a low team, you always have to kind of deal with what they throw at you. And Coventry were always just going to go hell for leather and then probably burn out. So it's a case of dealing with that. And I think from Andrew's point of view, I think he was like, well, okay, well, let's change it up a bit and put some of the fringe players in and see how they deal with it. And yeah, like you say, scrappy, not pretty, but I think we dealt well with it, really. I was just constantly worried about injuries, really.
I have to say,
honestly,
sorry.
Yeah, just to tell the truth, right, guys. I didn't watch the game, but the thing is that I was listening on Talk Sports, but I couldn't get it live anyway. Nobody gave me a screen. And of course, the game was like 3 a.m. in the morning, Malaysian time. While listening to Talk Sports commentate on the game, I fell asleep. Right, but the only thing I know, the only thing I know is that even though we won, right, the Spurs them went into a meltdown in the way we played. But it is what it is, right? We made 8 changes. They made 7 changes. It was like Coventry B team against the Spurs B team. So after we put on our talents, we just scraped through. So I guess I'll be happy with that. Right? At least we're in the next round for the time being.
Well, no, it's. I've always said I've always had a bit of a passion for the cups. Growing up,
yeah, the cup, of course. Yeah, we love the cup, right?
The League Cup, the FA Cup, in the 80s. That's what we really went for, and that's what we won.
Yeah.
But as you said, Coventry didn't have their first team out, and Gordon Bennett, did we struggle? I watched the first half, and then I went up to bed and I listened to the second half until the 85th minute, and thought, sod this, I'm going to sleep. Woke up in the morning, yeah, we'd won. But it was kind of painful, I thought. These second-tier players who supposedly are trying to get into the first team really didn't do it for me. Werner was absolutely awful.
Yeah, they think Werner's take an injury, just to get out of the game.
We got Kev.
Hey,
hey, big up,
Kev. iPhone.
All right, mate.
Yeah, last you got your iPhone, yeah. But no, the thing is, right, the Coventry game, right, to tell the truth, right, it showed, right, how bad, right, our depth is, the whole summer transfer window, we didn't improve a single bit. And and the truth, right? Not only that we didn't improve, right? We have regressed in our squad, and it's showing at this moment. So, like I said, I don't know. Maybe it was a masterstroke by Ange by resting all the first teamers and then getting the win over Brentford on the weekend. But if the signs are coming right, I mean, I think it's all written on the wall. And my biggest fear now is that this Thursday game against Karabakh, right, in the Europa League, let's see what Ange puts out there. If he puts out the same kind of team that played against Coventry, I think we will get run over. And we're playing away, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And our away form starts.
Yeah, it's a good question. I'd also like to question why this Gray guy that we bought. I know he played at right back for Leeds, but supposedly he's a midfielder and a very good midfielder. And why he's playing him at right back? We know
he doesn't trust them.
But it doesn't work when a player has multiple positions. Especially when he's young. Okay, Davis, you know, he can play left back, he can play centre back, but he's an experienced player. With Gray, is he going to play him as a right back or is he going to play him as a midfielder? It looks like he's playing him as a right back, yet it seems his best position is midfield. What do we think about that? Well, Kev, what do you think about the Coventry game?
It was a total farce from beginning to end. Well, apart from the last 3 minutes. Yeah, it was the wrong setup from the beginning. I mean, I keep saying it. Why do they start and go behind in these cups when we should be wiping the floor with them? You know, put your best team out, put a few good players out, get a score on the board, and then take it easy, sub them all off.
Exactly.
It's so easy. No panic, no nothing. And the travelling fans don't want to see half a team out when they go, 100 mile away in the midweek game. They don't want to see all that. I thought there's 8 sort of second-class players, shall we say? Lower class, that type of, they don't need it.
No, I don't. I really don't understand why this early in the season as well. It's not as if anyone's tired. Why do you have to make so many changes?
Yeah, the only one I think was tired was Sonny, but he seems to be in some sort of lethargic mood at the moment. I don't know, he just can't get his boots running, can he?
Well, yeah, no, I thought he played all right yesterday, but...
yesterday he did, yeah, but up till then, he had a couple of assists yesterday, but there's a spark missing there somewhere.
Yeah, well...
But he'll come back, because he's like, he'll get a few, I think,
Oh, yeah, I agree with that. Anything else?
Okay, well, I'll put the opposite. I'll put the opposite view in then. So with these kind of games, you're playing. Imagine you're a manager, right, and you're playing a team from a league lower than yourself. It's the ideal opportunity. You want these players, these fringe players that are desperate to get in the first team. You want to give them an opportunity to do that. There's not very many opportunities to give them apart from playing a team that's lower in the league. And the important thing is to get the result at the end of the day. So you sprinkle the team with these fringe players and you basically say to them, I know you haven't played with each other before. It's going to be messy. It's not going to be classic football. But go out there and show me why I should include you, for the rest of the season in the first team, which is what they did. I thought Spence played really well. It's not about the team playing as a team. It's about the individuals giving an account of themselves. And like you say, Werner probably didn't do that, but Spence did. Yeah, and that's what it's all about. It's the whole point of being a manager is to try and give everybody an equal opportunity, which is why.
I understand that part, right? But the thing is that, right, when you do 8 wholesale changes, right, that puts pressure on them to try to gel even more. You understand? But the thing is that if you say that if you brought in about 3 or 4 and try to play a semi-stronger team, right, to give the players some confidence, right? Because the fair truth, if you put them all in that way, right, and I'm sure the confidence of Werner must have been shot to hell because he's playing around players who are inexperienced and doesn't know what he plays for. You see, And then when you change it into when you were 1-0 down, right? And then he brings on Son and who else we brought on? Son, Madison, Kulusevski. That's when we see the quality there, right? Why couldn't he have reversed it, right? Put out a semi-strong team, let them get their two, 3 goals in. Then after that, you do your wholesale changes slowly. So unless you don't have confidence in the players, is that if you even up 3-0 and you bring more players in to change it, and they screw up and you lose, then you have no recourse for it, right? But in the end of the day, we can just say, it is what it is, right? We've won, we've moved on to the next one. The only thing now is let's see whether, okay, for example, the game against Brentford, right? We were 2-1 when we went up to 3-1, right? In the last 5 minutes, he brought on the youngsters, the 3 of the youngsters on. It could have been something like that.
89th minute, yeah.
Yeah. So, but I don't know. That's the way that he wants to deal with the squad and to see whether the squad is going to gel, right? And if the squad doesn't gel, right? Imagine, like a lot of the Spurs fans are saying, that first half against Coventry, right? It was shameful. And we are a Premier League team, So, and we have Premier League players, and we are playing against the Championship team with Championship players, right? And if they had that a little bit more quality, right, we could have been 3-0 or 4-0 down in the first half.
Yeah, certainly looked like that. And one thing I don't understand is, I want to give these youngsters a run out. Bergvall was our best player, and he didn't look tired, and yet he subs him in the 62nd minute. Why?
I think Ben Davies is the best player by far.
My question is, why is even Ben Davies still there?
but that's the thing. Like, yeah, build him on. We've got to win the match. Simple as that. We've just got to scrape out a result and go through. That's all it is. So that's why. Same as Kulu. Same as Simon. So, it's like, right, okay, lads, I've seen what I've seen. Some of you have given a good account of yourselves. Some of you haven't. You'll probably get other opportunities. Right, let's get these boys on and go and get a result. Move on.
Yeah, but surely our second team should be able to beat Coventry's second team on their own.
Yeah, surely. Yeah, but that's a prediction, isn't it? And on the day as the game's going on, you think, oh, okay, so Coventry are well up for this. They're running on pure determination, even though our second team are individually more skillful than them. Pure determination at home. They're looking to get a cup upset. Let's get the first teams on and just get the result and move on. Put it to bed.
But I have to say, it's nice to actually go through this time because it's been the last 2 seasons we've got out in the first round.
Yes, which is great. Like you said earlier, I'm a big cup man myself as well. I much prefer the cup over the league. Like I said many times before, the whole point of winning a league is that you go up to the next league, and we can't do that. So I'd much rather have a trophy that means something. And things like the FA Cup and that, you win that, you are the best in the country. Simple as that. Because everybody can go in for that. Any team in the whole country can go in for it, and you've beaten everybody. You haven't played everybody, but you've beaten everybody who's beaten everybody else. So, and it's the same with League Cup. I was going to say the Champions League, but not so much that now with the new format and everything. It's just a whole farce of the Champions League now. And obviously,
it's kind of gone back to the way the European Cup used to be. Apart from that four teams from each league come in. It used to just be the winner.
They've taken the jeopardy out of it basically because they want more money.
It's all about the money, right? The more games played, the more television rights goes out, more cash is generated, right? So everything's about the money.
It's a mistake because you take the jeopardy out, and this is why people with money at the top, like FIFA and UEFA and stuff, they shouldn't make these decisions because they know fuck all about football and what makes football exciting. So they are purely focused on the money, and they are going to come up proper. We can see down the line where it's going to fall apart because there's no jeopardy Now it was worse last season, where you didn't. They're basically just trying to make sure. The long and short of it is they're trying to make sure that all the big named teams are in the final stages, and that's what will happen. And it'll be shit because look at Liverpool against Atletico Madrid. It's just a pile of crap. But anyway, so for serious football fans won't even watch Champions League anymore. They're like a lot of stadiums, ours included. They'll be wanting the people in that have got shed loads of money to stand in the stands and clap politely when they score, because they don't know how to celebrate.
And spend an awful lot of money in the restaurants and bars.
And the bars and season tickets and what have you. And our so-called management at our club are especially bad for it, because obviously they've already told the disabled people to fuck off, the pensioners to fuck off, to make space for these people with money. And the whole thing is a disgrace. So that's why I love the FA Cup more than anything, and to a certain degree the League Cup as well, because it's a proper like who wants it more kind of thing. That's what we're going to win. Who wants it more? It's purely down to that. Who wants it more on the day? And go fair play to Coventry. They gave it their best shot, and we had to bring on the big guns to see them off. So again, that makes for a great game if you're a neutral or a Coventry fan. But like you said earlier, for us, it's just like it's painful to watch, but we're through, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
So who are we going for man of the match?
Oh, Ben Davies, absolutely.
Yeah.
Ben Davies. Yeah, he did a good save, right? When Foster made that mistake, right, where he had to come back and cover. Yeah. Give it to him.
Yeah. But I have to say, I have a question before I do my man of the match. Can Fraser Foster not catch a ball? Because every single time he got the ball, he dropped it.
Yeah.
Is that his goalkeeping? I don't.
No, it's a trend thing, isn't it? So he's slightly behind the times, is Fraser. So a couple of seasons ago, every single keeper did that. It just seems to be the trend. It's the same as starting a goal kick by playing it around the back three there, and it's like, when did this come about? Who invented it? Nobody knows who started it, and now everybody just seems to copy it. And Fraser does that because, again, he hasn't been playing in the first team, and
he's old.
Yeah, and he's old. So
yeah, he can't go down.
Yeah, so it's he's slightly behind the times, but
Kev, man of the match.
Kulusevski.
Yeah.
He played from the 74th minute, I think it was, the 75th minute. So he had about 20 minutes on the pitch, but he turned the whole ship around. To me, he was dynamic and grabbed the game by the scruff of the neck, and we won. If it weren't for him, I don't think it would have happened, to be honest.
Okay.
That's a good point. Eugene, man of the match.
Honestly, I can't tell who's man of the match. I didn't watch the game, right? So.
Okay.
The man of the match, I'll give it to Brendan Johnson. And he scored a winning goal, right?
Yes, he did. Yeah,
and he didn't, and he didn't shoot it up to the stands, right? So I'll give it to him this time.
Well, I'm going to go for Bergvall because, as I said, I only watched the first half and then listened to the second half on the radio. And I thought he looked really, really good, and I was very surprised that Ange took him off. So yeah, maybe he's not 100% fit. I don't know. Obviously, they're not play. They don't play in the under 21s anymore like they used to play in the reserves. Was
he on a yellow card or something? Or
I'm not sure. Did he?
Was he?
It seemed ages ago now.
I'd like to have seen him playing against Arsenal, to be honest with you.
Sorry?
I'd like to have seen him playing against Arsenal. I really would, because I don't think he'd be scared of him. He'd go running at him, and it might put him under pressure.
Yeah.
In my mind.
Okay.
They would know how to handle him.
Nice. But someone trying to put him under pressure would have been nice.
Exactly.
because that was that wasn't the.
And he can chuck his weight about a bit as well. He's not got a lot of weight, but he chucks it about. So
he does, yeah.
He gets back in, yeah.
I can't believe that being a Dane and not liking the Swedish that much, that two of my favourite players in the team at the moment are now Swedish. So, but what, are you Swedish, Simon?
I've got Swedish blood, yeah, actually.
Oh God.
He's not far from Sweden up there.
Sorry?
He's not far from Sweden up there, up north. So,
that's true, yeah. True.
Only a short ferry ride.
You can see those young blonde maidens just out of his window.
Yeah.
Okay then, guys. Spurs versus Brentford. The team was Vicario, Porro, Romero, VDV, Udogi, Bentancur, Maddison, Johnson, Kulu, Solanke, and Son.
Can I
say about that? Apart from the first minute, we were definitely in control, weren't we?
Yeah.
Can I just say something really picky that's been bugging me for months? And this is more a reflection of me than anything else. Bentancur has got an N in his name after the A.
I'm really sorry. I missed that. I apologise.
That's all.
I will. No, I'll make sure that is. In fact, I'll do that now.
Yeah, completely in control. And we see a lot of this with teams like Bournemouth and what have you. They go up against the so-called Big Six or whatever, and they want to take first blood very, very early on. So it's not a trend, but it seems to be a memo that's gone around amongst the so-called lower teams in the Premier League that, like, right, let's get in there, early goal, and then I don't know what their plan is after that, but it just doesn't seem to have worked. You look at Liverpool yesterday, who were very lucky that their Bournemouth goal was offside within the first, few seconds, and then us as well, and then last week, who did it happen to? Yeah, Liverpool again, and then so it's just and I think it now has to be an expected thing amongst the Fulhams and the Brentfords and the Bournemouths and the Palace and whatever. Well, maybe not Palace, but they want to come at us straight away, and then I don't know, what do they do? I don't know what they're thinking. Park the bus, maybe, but it doesn't work. So, which is thankfully doesn't work.
Guys, to tell the truth, right? What I saw yesterday in the game, right? After we conceded that early goal in the first 30 overs, 40 seconds, right? We were in control to a certain extent. But the thing is that what I saw is like this, right? I think Brentford, right, didn't have confidence in their defense, right, to hold us off. They weren't playing the low block. They tried playing the low block early, but we still broke them and we scored the equalizer. So I think they decided to change their plan and actually come at us. And when they started to come at us, right, you know what I saw? I saw us playing Conte ball again. We were defensive and we were hitting them in the counter attack. And especially in the second half, after we went 2-1 up, right? That's what we started doing. We started to sit back. And that surprised me a bit because, the whole fan base has been hyping on Ange not able to adapt, the high line, the blah, 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 right? But yesterday in that game, what I saw is Ange did start to adapt, and Ange started to low block a bit and try to play on the counter, and that's how we scored. Don't forget, Madison got that goal was actually a counter attack, and we were catching them on a counter attack a few times. You see? So hopefully this is some of the signs that Ange is willing to change a bit, right, to get the results, because the substitutions he was making, right, it was more defensive substitutions. And the last 3 substitutions that he brought on with kids when we already 3-1 up, that was more like letting, even Mikey Moore got onto the pitch, right, guys? Yay, big up to Mikey Moore. but at least what I see now is the Ange is, I think he's trying not to be that stubborn, and he's trying to understand that in the Premier League, right, you can't play that high line all the time, right? And you will have to sit back once in a while. So if yesterday Brentford went 1-0 up and their defense was strong enough to hold us back and keep us back, right? And we didn't score the equalizer in the 7 minute or 8 minute, right? I guess they would have hang on in that way. But of course, we scored the equalizer in the 7 or 8 minute. Then, of course, we went on to score. Who scored the second goal? Johnson. Yeah, Brenda. Brenda scored the second. Yeah, big up to Brenda. Yeah, I love Brenda now, right? So, Brenda Johnson scored the second goal, right? And from that point onwards, we played like a Conte team. That's how I felt. Sorry, that's my opinion.
Yeah, well, yeah, oh, that's all good.
Well, for once, my guy Porro got outshone, didn't he? Usually, he's the one that wants the ball all the time and is first to everything.
He was a bit off yesterday, wasn't he? It wasn't on his game as he normally is.
It was just average, because what we've been waiting for God knows how long is Maddison to be the Maddison that we wanted to buy.
That is very true. I was going to say Maddison. I've been one of his harshest critics over the last few months. He was brilliant yesterday. He was absolutely brilliant. That is the player that when he first came to Spurs, he was. And then he got injured, and obviously it hasn't been that good. But he was brilliant, and
And guys, I got one more thing to add. Right, yesterday we were playing Brentford at home, and Brentford is still considered a mid-table team to maybe lower a bit, but it's still that we still won. But they were right. They actually. It's not that when you were 2-1 up and you were like confident that we're gonna win, And honestly, yesterday I was doing watch along with Mr. K, but not online. I was doing to WhatsApp, right?
Eugene, your mic is really, really muffled. We can't hear you that well.
Oh, sorry, because I'm using a Bluetooth. Can you hear me now?
Yes, yeah, that's better, I think.
All right. Yeah, I just got to move my thing. Okay, is it better now?
Seems to be.
Marginally.
All right. No, I was doing a watch along with Mr. K yesterday through the headphone. You understand, or not? And me and Mr. K were sitting
very, very muffled.
Still muffled. All right, hold on. How about now?
That's better. That's a lot better.
Okay. All right. So I was doing a watch along with Mr. K yesterday, right? And while the match was going on, he's good. Yeah. And Mr. K and I were sitting there, right? And he was telling me, "Do you feel confident being 2-1 up?" I said, "No," because it looked like Brentford were in. I wasn't feeling confident, and we keep saying we have to get that second goal. The third goal. We had to get that third goal, right? So once that third goal went in, we all felt, and then we went relieved. At least we got it. So this is right. Like I said before, I'm happy. And adapt, right? And we got the score, we got the results that we won. And the monkey is off his back for a while. Yeah, for the time being.
Come up again.
But I'm not sure if this is going to upset you, Eugene, but I'm just going to put this up. Nice one, Brennan. That was a lovely finish.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, it was good.
Because I know you're not that keen on him.
Yeah. But guys, don't forget, right? In that first half, right, he had at least another 2 clear chances to put it behind the net.
Very true. Yeah. The amount of chances we missed, it's it really does make you miss Harry Kane, doesn't it? Because that guy can finish, and we don't have that. Or what's that? Brennan's. Is it tasty, Kev?
Yeah, it's the main one in Ireland. It's like Mum's Pie and all that. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Kev, what was that, Kev? Is it bread or what? Pastries?
Bread. It's bread.
Bread.
They do all the different types of bread. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ireland. Yeah.
So Kev, each time you buy one of them, Kev, do you get like one that's really good, and then the next one you buy is just like, yeah, and then the next one
can't score, right? Can't score.
It's like, next one you buy, you can't even remember buying it, or even if it was even there. And then the next one you buy after that is like, oh wow, where's this been all my life?
I think they just cancelled their social media.
No. I call him Brenda, and you call him Brit.
I've got to say, big ups to Solanke for scoring his first goal, which is
good finish, decent poacher's finish.
That's exactly what I want from Solanke. I don't know about you guys, but I want the old-fashioned striker who's got an instinct. He doesn't even have to look to know where the goal is to be on target, poke it in. I don't care if it's from 6 yards, because that's what we've been.
Don't care if it's off his arse. Exactly.
We've been creating all these chances for such a long time, and without Harry Kane used to be there to just whack them through the back of the net and rip the net out. Now we've got a guy like that. Hopefully, anyway, Harry carries on like he does been doing. Because he should have had two yesterday. I don't know how that second one didn't go in, because it's basically walked it in. I don't know how it wasn't a goal still, even though I haven't seen it on replays and stuff.
There are too many people on the line or something like that, right? But Simon, don't you think, right? Apart from that goal, right, we didn't see much of him. I think there's something wrong with this a lot.
But that's okay. That's exactly what I want. It's like Harry Kane. Harry Kane is doing exactly the same now. He might have like three touches in the whole game, but 2 of those were goals. So that's what you want. Everybody else, does their job. It's their job to be visible. It's their job to be, possession of the ball and, creating chance and stuff and, catch your eye. The only time you want to see Solanke is celebrating.
Yeah. And I think we got a problem with our wingers, right? Because they are not putting in the balls that actually Solanke wants. He wants the ball in the air where he can trap it, shoot it, or use his head. But somehow or other, we lack in that. So maybe that's why. And I see Solanke doing a lot of, like I said yesterday, we were playing some kind of, you feel a bit of like Sean Dyche ball too. We put it over the top, right? And then Solanke tries to control it, right? Or he gets bumped into or something like that. But it's a good start for him, right? His first goal at home. That's a good thing. Right, so let's hope more will come from there. That's what I hope.
Let's hope it's the floodgates are opened. But if you notice about the goal as well, he's made himself that space. He's anticipated, based on what he's seen of all of our players, that when they shoot it, it just goes past or it hits a post or whatever. So he's anticipating that, and he's put himself in the perfect position for any deflection, any ricochet off the par or anything like that, or in this case, a save. And he's right there. So that's exactly what we need. It's almost like the final piece of the puzzle in terms of what we actually do.
Was it Madison who took the shot, or was it Kulu who took the shot?
It was Madison who took the shot.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and I think he was kind of unlucky as well. He could have had, on another day, he could have had a hat-trick, Madison. I think he was one of the, as I said earlier, I think he was brilliant yesterday, and I've been digging him out massively recently. I don't particularly like the guy. His all the shit that he's posted up on social media, the thing about my shoes cost more than, I don't know if you've heard about that. He was in a nightclub in Norwich and told someone that my shoes cost more than your house and stuff like that. It doesn't strike me as a particularly nice person.
Who said that?
And I think that he's trying to change that at the moment. I've heard that he's doing a lot of stuff for charity and stuff. But it just so that.
No. Yes, who said that?
Sorry,
who was the one who said that my shoes is worth more than your house?
And said it to someone in a nightclub in Norwich. My shoes cost more than your house.
I'm not sure about the social media. To be honest, I don't care about the social media. I really want Madison. The only thing left to work on, if he continues as he is, the only thing left to work on is his celebration. I mean, what was that? It just took his shirt off and just stood there. I'm like, well, what's that? Have you even thought about this at all?
Well, it's a bit silly, isn't it?
He gets a yellow card. Yeah. No, actually, I want to see what more for Madison is actually putting free kicks behind the net, into the net. I haven't seen any of our players do that in such a long time. I miss the players like Modric, you know, Ericsson, right, Bale, right. We don't have players like that anymore. I don't understand why. Yeah.
We do. We've got Porro, all hail Porro, who takes an amazing free kick and has come so close.
And why doesn't he take him then?
But I noticed that yesterday as well. He didn't get us forward as much, and I think Ange has told him, because I don't know if you watched the interview on Spurs Play after the Arsenal game with Ange, but he is concentrating on putting the responsibility and accountability on players that should be doing what they should be doing. Now, Porro has been, like I said before, Bugs Bunny all over the pitch doing this and this. That's not his job. So I think Ange just told him, say, look, I love what you do, but just stay where you are. Give these guys who should be where you end up being, give them the opportunity to do it, make them accountable. And yesterday they did. And that includes things like free kicks and stuff. You know, he's essentially a right back, right half. And as much as that probably killed him not to be, you know, 2,000 mile an hour herring down that wing and crossing it in, because he's an amazing crosser of the ball. He's done what he's told. He's been obedient and let other players do what they should be doing. But yeah, with free kicks wise, Porro's a man, you know, getting the crosses in the box, which I think is something that the media, especially Match of the Day as well, they always criticize us for. Nobody can cross the ball at Spurs and all that kind of stuff. Porro can. He's done it every single time. And, you know, it's a case of, I think Ange is now making some changes and trying different things and holding the players accountable, because there's a reason we lost against Arsenal is because we had the opportunities, but there's players that just don't do what they should be doing. Even Solanke, you know, he could have scored, but just they all take that one touch too many, or they're just not quick enough, or they don't want to be first to the ball. And that all changed yesterday. You know, you look at Maddison, I mean, and everybody as well, Basuma and, you know, Kulu even. I still don't think Kulu's found his ideal spot yet. And Son was just basically a link-up player, which is incredible when you think of what Son has done for us. He's just, yesterday, he was a link-up player. He was a vital part of that chain, whereas normally he's either scoring them or assisting them. And it's brilliant. Romero as well. I think Van der Ven was probably at fault for the first goal, but, you know, 20 seconds in, should have got tighter to him, but, you know, it's 20 seconds, you know what I mean? Romero
but that goal was a very nice goal, right? Simon, I mean, we all have to admit it. What Mbuemo done, that was a very nice goal that you took, right?
Well taken, yeah. And Romero did a lot of ball watching later on in the game, but going forward, he provided the previous assist, if you like, and gave it to Son, and then, you know, Son put it through for Maddison. So. You know, these players are kind of stepping up and being responsible for what they should basically be doing, which is a shame, because I love Porro, as you know. I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but yeah,
we know.
I think we're going to see less of Porro being everywhere and doing everything, which is a good and bad thing. It's a good thing for Spurs as a whole. It's a bad thing for me.
Yeah, but okay, guys, have you noticed, like yesterday, right? Our fullbacks, to a certain extent, right, they didn't invert so much, you know, like they usually do. So maybe that was part of it. And like what Simon is saying is correct, right? We didn't see Porro, you know, gung-hoing up in the front part of the pitch, right? So maybe what you say is correct, right? He's given Porro some instructions to lay back a bit. Like I said, maybe that is a sign of him adapting a bit with the players that he has. Right, so hopefully it will bring better results along the way. Yeah.
But anyway, I'd just like to say, 10th place. Bring back Gary Doherty. Back in the 90s. Lovely jubbly. We're not really used to that at the moment, are we? Being 10th place. Over the last 10 or so seasons, over the last few seasons, we've always been sort of up there, you know, but 10th place.
Yeah.
What do we think, guys?
Yeah.
We should have taken a point to get the
Go ahead, Kev. Go ahead.
Sorry?
I was saying we should have got them points against Leicester, and that would have made a different ball game. It would have been 9 points, you know what I mean, instead of 7, whatever it was. Yeah, so that's one of them. Well, it might hurt us at the end of the season as well, which is what I'm worried about. Because people say it's the whole length of the season, but we've dropped too many points so far, you know, that we aren't going to make up. We can just try and keep winning everyone from now on, you know, that's all. But it always kicks us in the arse at home.
Yes, well, it would be nice, you know, that we give it a go in the cups, because that doesn't seem to have happened over the last few seasons. I think the last one was Mourinho, and then he got the semi-final, which whatever. So I'm very glad we went through in the League Cup. Fulham
beat us last season. Sorry, I say Fulham beat us last season. They went all the way through at the semis. You know, so it's that easy because it's only a few games. You know, I can't bring out many, but it's only a few.
And they only beat us on penalties, didn't they?
Exactly. Yeah.
So
with a weakened team, yeah. And they had an easy ride. So you don't know what you're going to get. All the top teams are in it, obviously, but some of them have got to go by the wayside. You know.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. Okay, then, guys, we have an announcement for anyone who's watching. It doesn't look like there's anyone watching, but I've been having a chat with Eugene, and we are going to, how can you put it? Amalgamate.
Amalgamate is the word, yeah.
Amalgamate.
Merge, amalgamate.
With Spurswation TV. Spurswation TV has been going on since, what was it, before COVID, wasn't it? Or did you start?
During COVID. During COVID.
Yeah. They were one of the first channels that I watched when I became a streamer, YouTuber, whatever. And Eugene's always been a great streamer, to be honest. He knows his stuff about football. He knows his stuff about Tottenham. And so the other day I was complaining about us not getting an awful lot of views and stuff. And Eugene said, well, maybe we should join together. So from next week or, whenever, we will be doing the RVTV or RickyVillaTV under the Spurswation, or on the Spurswation, what do you call it? Channel.
Network.
Yeah, network. So Eugene has I think about 500 odd streamers. Followers.
Subscribers. Yeah.
And we have 55. So this is hopefully going to make us I don't give a shit about the money. I just want to talk about football.
Do we get a pay rise?
No, Kev. Kev. Jens is paying me. Jens is paying me to join us.
I want in your life, not your money. Yeah.
No, guys, welcome to Spurswation TV. Jens and you guys. Hopefully, this will be a fruitful we call partnership, right? And maybe we can grow bigger from there, right? So most probably I'll be setting up things with Jens during this week, and the next RickyVillaTV will be being transmitted out of Spurswation TV and together from RickyVillaTV together at the same time, because we can do that at this moment. Yeah. So that means you'll be streaming out from my channel, our channel, right? And to your own channel.
No. Eugene, it's still your channel, mate. Don't worry.
No, it's our channel now. Once you join me, it's our channel. We'll be streaming out from our channel, and Jens will streaming out to his RickyVillaTV channel. Because through the StreamYard program I have, we can actually streaming out to multi-channels, right? Because I'm trying to grow the channel, right? Maybe, hopefully, we'll monetize it one of these days. Because after that too, I will try to link it up onto X and maybe Facebook and Instagram and maybe TikTok from there, right? So let's see what we can do from there, right, guys? And of course, thanks for joining me and taking up my offer, Jens and guys, right? Hopefully, we'll do a good show, right? and then we need to get John back, right? And then to link up with the shelf side guys.
Yeah.
Get John back. And Rez. Yeah, that'd be nice. That would be fun. But I think Rez is finally found the love of his life and doesn't do streaming anymore.
Don't worry. I'll force him to come back, right? I'll pester him until he breaks, right? Yeah.
Okay then, guys. Any other business?
Carabag.
We've already done enough plugs, so
yeah. So
Carabag.
any other business? I guess we'll be talking about
Carabag. Sorry.
Europa League. Yeah, Carabag, Europa League.
What about that? Are they? You know anything about them, Kev?
We played them before, didn't we? I think West Ham had a few tangles with them and didn't
Carrier bag. That's
Carrier
what
bag.
everyone used to nickname them. Carrier bag.
Yeah. I don't particularly rate them. I think we shouldn't have any trouble. No.
What team do you think he'll play? He'll play a weakened team, don't you think?
Yeah, probably.
Again?
Apparently, Lankshire's back, so you think he'll get some minutes?
I hope so.
Yeah.
I want the old guard there ready and waiting. I don't want to see another embarrassment.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
This is the thing. You're high profile now in that league. Europe wide.
How does it work this season? Is it like the Champions League? It's like a
Yeah, we are doing the league thing again. Yeah, I think we are in a 14-team league or something like that, and each team plays each other 8 times, home and 4 home, 4 away.
Okay.
And then who gets the highest points? The top 8 goes in automatically into the round of 16, and the balance 8 will have to fight it out. So it's all the same like Champions League, right? So the Karabakh, where's Karabakh anyway? Is it in
Azerbaijan?
Oh dear.
It's nearer to you than it is to us.
Yeah. What I hope is right. Ange will play a strong team, get three goals in, right, and then bring on the boys after that. That's how I hope to see it. But as I see it, right, Ange will do that. Ange will go something like the game against Coventry, right?
Yeah.
But
youngsters will start.
Yeah. But at least come on, don't do 8 changes, right? Do 4. Put in 4 youngsters. Yeah. Then that maybe balances out, right? So and give us the chance to actually win.
This is the thing. I mean, can you call Gray a youngster when he costs 40 million?
Yeah.
Well, he's 18 years old.
He should be a first-team player if you cost 40 million. That's maybe I'm getting a little bit old, but there he is, shaking that condescending head at me.
I'm not being condescending. I'm just disagreeing with you. You forget that any Premier League team now, it's not the manager doesn't pay the money or say what he's worth.
Fair enough.
The manager asks for the player because he's got a specific idea of how he's going to fit in, and give him the opportunity to do that. Everything else is taken care of by whoever, agents mainly, of course. To Ange, the money means nothing. Same as Solanke, the money means nothing, mate. If you're not banging in goals and pretty quickly, then
you sound like him now as well, mate.
You're on the bench. You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter how much it costs. We're not like Chelsea or Man City where why aren't you playing my £65 million player? Get him on the thing. We're not like that. Levy's stepped away, thankfully. And Ange's.
You think so? He did.
Still in full charge. I think Ange would say, "Do you know what, mate? Fire me if you want to." But he hasn't scored in 4 games. He's on the bench. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. If that happens. So
you don't think he's a lapdog?
It's the same with Archie Gray. He's had a good start, and it's a case of like, Ange knows best than anybody else, especially us, whether he's ready for certain games and certain positions. That's why he's testing them out. It's like, where do you fit in? I'm going to try different things.
Yeah.
What was that?
A train.
Yeah. I'd like to see us still in the competitions, the League Cup and the Europa, but after Christmas, because we've got a couple of new players coming along, haven't we? We've got that Wang, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
We can try him out in that, you know. And who else is coming in? There's another fella coming through, isn't there? Can't remember.
Yang and Vuskovic.
Is it Vuskovic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vuskovic.
He played yesterday. He's in the same team as Divine. And unfortunately, they lost to Royal Antwerp yesterday. But Toby Alderweireld scored the first goal for Royal Antwerp.
All right.
Yeah, so that must have been a fun time talking about times at Tottenham and how the bald-headed twat, not me.
And okay.
I am a bald-headed twat, but not quite as much.
Not that bald-headed twat, right?
So, Carabag, I think it's Thursday, isn't it? 8 o'clock kickoff, British Standard Time.
Yeah. It's 4 a.m. my time.
4 a.m.
Ouch.
Yeah.
You'll still be up drinking then, won't you? You'll be all right.
I stopped drinking for the past 20 years, bro. Yeah, gave up that life. Yeah.
Fair play.
Yeah. That's why I can't remember a lot of the 90s when Spurs were playing, because I was still drinking.
Same here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know me, I don't drink, so
Yes, you don't drink.
I just realised once again we've got RickyVillaTV. One of the unique things about RickyVillaTV, each one of us is in a different country, which is great.
Yeah. That's very true.
Speaking of any other business, don't forget, guys, Spurs women kick off their season today. 2 o'clock kickoff.
I thought that was very nice of what Beth England getting her law degree.
Yeah.
Simon, who are we playing?
Say again.
Who are we playing?
Crystal Palace.
Okay.
And it's at home, and 2 o'clock kickoff at our time, British Standard Time. So quick sum up of the up to where we are up to now. We've got, for some stupid reason, we sold our best player Bize to Man United.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
we've got potentially a very good Australian winger in. I can't remember her name now, but she looks pretty good.
Matilda, I think her name is.
Yeah. So we
Australians, bloody hell, they're like cockroaches, aren't they?
Come on, don't say that.
Oh God! Right, let's upset all the Antipodeans or whatever they call them.
Antipodeans.
Yeah.
Oh dear. So yeah, and it's on Spurs Play as well. So sorry, James, I can't watch it.
Good stuff.
Not going to pay for Spurs Play.
No, I actually I deleted that at the beginning of the season. I'm not paying for that anymore. The only thing that I'm paying for at the moment is my daughter's membership, and that will be cancelled at the end of next year, or sorry, at the end of the season, because she says she's not interested. I've lost. She's Ajax now. I've lost the fight.
Am I right in thinking Ajax are improving as a team? I saw they thrashed.
Yes, they are. Yeah, they're getting better. They're getting well. Yesterday they did draw with Go Ahead Eagles, who are not exactly the best team in the Netherlands. So my sister-in-law was not very happy. But
they
thrashed
someone last week, didn't they?
Sorry,
they thrashed someone last week, didn't they?
Oh yeah, they beat Sittard, which is my Dutch team, 5-0. So that was handy. I'm used to losing. I support Spurs, so.
Yeah. We don't lose so much as letting the other team win a lot. That's what we
Ain't that the truth now? Okay, chaps. I think we're going to wrap up now. Lovely to see you. Have a great Sunday. And come on, you Spurs, and lead you out.
Come on, you Spurs.
Lead you out again.